Give me that green light. Give me that Greenlight Maine. Give me that green light. Give me that Greenlight Maine. Give me that green light. Give me that Greenlight Maine. Give me that green light. Give me that Greenlight Maine.
Good evening. Welcome to Greenlight Maine. I'm your host, Julene Gervais. Thank you so much for joining us. There is so much intense competition this season, so tough to call the winner of each matchup. Even the judges have said it could have gone either way. I would like to thank all of you at home for your feedback, and please continue to do so tonight online as we take one step closer to finding out which company will capture the $100,000 cash prize. We now have 13 finalists, all seasoned entrepreneurs running the most talked about startups in the state of Maine. They each receive their own mentoring round to help them grow their business and get to the next level. And tonight we would like to welcome Brian Rahill from CourseStorm. And we also have a panel of mentors from around the Maine business community, which we'll talk to in a little bit. But first, congratulations and thanks for coming back.
Thank you. It's great to be here tonight.
Great to have you. What's been going on with you since you were here last?
Well, we've had some great successes. The interest in CourseStorm has grown dramatically since we were on here last. We've made some great hires in sales and marketing, so that's really helped to ramp up new customers on CourseStorm. Nice.
Well, I'm looking forward to hearing more about it. And for the sake of our mentors, and maybe you folks at home did not get to see Brian's pitch, we're going to show it here again. So have a look.
So again, I'm Brian Rahill, CEO and founder of CourseStorm. And what CourseStorm does is we help connect people to education. And I'm sure when I say education, you probably think of our public school system or our colleges and universities. Well, I used to think that too. But frankly, there's been an explosion in classes happening outside these institutions. Classes like CNC machining and welding, certified nurse assistant, STEM robotics, computer programming, arts classes and language learning classes, all happening outside these institutions. And it might not seem like a very big market, but in fact, there are more enrollments in these kinds of classes than all the elementary schools, high schools, colleges, and universities combined. It's a massive market. And this is done, all of this education is done by libraries, museums, community organizations, theaters. There's 750,000 of these organizations just in the United States. And they've got a few things in common. So they have short staff, so no time. You know, they're always doing a lot of things, but they all want to grow. They're all looking for ways to connect people with their education. And how are they doing things now? Paper, just lots and lots of paper. And that's where CourseStorm comes in. We've created a course marketing and registration website. It's a turnkey offering that gets, we call it impossibly simple, helps them get their classes listed online and people find and register for those classes. So when an organization signs up for CourseStorm, they get this turnkey website complete with the ability to take credit cards. They fill it with all their own classes. And then they send students and families to those websites to register for the courses. In a few clicks, someone can pay and enroll online. And we manage that entire process for them. It sounds not like rocket science, really, but it is a complete game changer for the organizations we work with. Organizations like the Museum of Modern Art in New York City. They use CourseStorm for all of their child and family registrations. We've already proven this business model as well. So we've registered 125,000 students for classes, and we've processed over $7.5 million in online transactions. This market is ripe, and with our traction, we're poised to break it wide open. With the funding from Greenlight, we could accelerate our expansion and grow an incredible ed tech company right here in Maine. Thank you.
Your business definitely fulfills a need, making it so easy to just go online and sign up.
Yeah, we are finding lots of different organizations are finding a value in CourseStorm, just that ease of use, not only for parents and students, but also for the organization to manage their enrollment. So I think that's been key to our success.
And we're looking forward to hearing more from you in a few minutes. But first, I would like to introduce our mentors by first name only, just because a good idea can come from anybody in any field of expertise. So we're going to dive into later on who they are and what they do. But first, I'd like to welcome Jessie.
Thank you. I'm so glad to be here and excited to hear a lot more from Brian.
Great. Next we have Lee. Welcome.
Well, thank you. Great to be here, Brian. Very exciting. Very exciting.
And finally, Renee.
Great to be here, and congratulations on making it this far in the competition.
Thank you.
We have to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to take a deep dive and have an awesome strategy session with CourseStorm. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Greenlight Maine would like to thank the Maine Department of Economic and Community Development, the Maine DECD, helping businesses and communities prosper.
You need a hand with that?
Nah, I got it. 5, 8.
So how many inputs are in the API vision?
48.
Omni, not having to worry about reflections.
Set up compressors with these knobs. And then
Husson University, preparing you for life.
Are you trying to increase sales? At Dream Local Digital, we've been helping businesses using Facebook, Google, and other online tools for over 8 years. We're experts at helping small businesses because we work with them nationwide.
Dream Local publicizes the important part of me and what I stand for and what Archers is about.
We'd love to help you grow your business as well. Give us a call today.
Are you an entrepreneur? Do you have a new business or a great new product? Greenlight Maine is now accepting submissions for Season 4. Visit our website for more information.
For almost 25 years, MaineBiz has been providing business news, information, and analysis for business owners and C-level executives in Maine. From Fort Kent to Kittery, MaineBiz serves the decision makers of Maine across multiple channels, including its flagship print digital publication, website, events, daily report, real estate insider, and weekly newsletter. Let MaineBiz help your business succeed. Inform, engage, connect.
Please join us to find vital information on our website at greenlightmaine.com and be a part of our vibrant community on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Together, we're building Maine's future, one dream at a time.
Welcome back to Greenlight Maine. We are having our mentoring round with one of our finalists, CourseStorm, and we have our panel, and we're going to talk about what you need to do to bring your company to the next level.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, CourseStorm, again, serves that small to medium-sized education player. So key for us is efficiently attracting those customers and closing those deals. And so we've made tremendous progress right now in using digital marketing to reach these customers, and we've grown our leads 5-fold, actually since we've been on the show. But we're looking for what's that next level marketing or outreach that we can do to get the next 5-fold increase in customers.
So how to build more business, how to reach more people,
Yep.
gain more customers.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay, great. So my first question would really be about, are you doing anything with direct mail and how are you targeting? So certainly you can go after, every adult ed or every sort of target you've got, but how do you go after those bigger fish? Because, you're still a small shop in Maine, and how do you really sort of maximize who you're going after?
Yeah, I think that's key. So your first point, direct mail, we haven't done anything with that. And that's,
Okay.
we're very a tech company, so we focus on, how do we use digital marketing, and that's been very effective. But I could see direct mail,
Yeah, you're
certainly
dealing
an experiment.
with people in paper who are very used to paper, so sort of meeting them where they are might be a strategy.
Yeah, that's an excellent point. And to your other point, as far as targeting, we are looking at a couple different market segments, and happy to go into more depth in a bit.
Okay, Lee.
Yeah, my question was more on targeting as well. I was thinking, how do you make them aware of you? And I don't see you being able to grow until you can get past that, or at least get to the gatekeeper, but then get past the gatekeeper. So this is going to be a big step, and it'd be interesting to hear your plans on just making general awareness of CourseStorm.
I will say, I think we've done well on that sort of broad, getting the word out across a whole bunch of markets, and we found that there's education happening in all kinds of places. But a couple segments that seem to work really well for CourseStorm, were a great match, they bring revenue, are the tech schools. So small community colleges and technical schools, and then in healthcare. That was a surprising market for us, but people are finding a lot of value in healthcare.
Renee.
Have you looked at other ways to reach those customers besides sort of traditional marketing and the digital media, like going to conferences where those kinds of customers are located, or other types of sort of face-to-face opportunities?
We've done some conferences, mostly in the adult and community education space, and those have been effective. They're a little bit expensive, what we found just from a time perspective, and then the booth and whatnot. So we're looking for efficient ways. Maybe there's some other ways we can make those conferences more efficient for us, or we haven't found the right ones yet. But definitely.
Great. Let's get some feedback now.
Sure. So it sounds to me like you're really starting to kind of hone your messaging and start to reach those folks. I don't know, the other thing that sort of comes to mind for me as well is, I hate to say it, but cold calling, like in some situations, because again, you're dealing with folks who are not quite as comfortable with technology, which I know is where you are comfortable.
Right.
So starting to think about how else are folks getting out there. But it sounds to me like you're really starting to hone in on the right targets.
Yeah, and I think that's been key for us, and we are in the earlier phases of that, of just seeing, again, from taking all comers to now starting to segment the market more intelligently. I do think outbound efforts like cold calling could also be really effective.
Yeah, IT people tend to be introverts.
Yeah.
And the market you're going after tends to be a little bit more extroverted.
That's true, yeah.
And I was thinking maybe get involved in B2Bs and situations at chambers of commerce and conferences and things like that, because you probably have to press the flesh a little bit, and get out there.
Nothing like a good old-fashioned face-to-face sale.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I would add, to the extent you can drive word of mouth so that you're not having to make the contact, but your current customers are telling your story on your behalf, I think is going to be really important to sort of scale your marketing efforts. So maybe there are things like referral bonuses or other ways to drive your current customers to tell their friends and associates that they should be using CourseStorm.
T-shirts and hats.
There you go.
If we can get people to do Abercrombie shirts for free, I can do
Why not CourseStorm, right?
Right.
Why not? No, I think that's an excellent point, Renee. It's we now have a great base of customers, and how do we use those customers to continue to get the word out to other people?
Do you have any testimonials online yet or anything like that?
We've got some great testimonials and some case studies, but to Renee's point about a more formal referral program or referral bonuses, we haven't yet explored that. So I think that's very interesting.
Great idea, sure.
Because I think, sort of building on what Renee is saying, what you need to do is drive out fear for these folks. And so if their friend says to them, oh, I tried it and it really was that easy, because it's one thing for you to say it was that easy, for you it was very easy, but if their friend or neighbor says, no, really, it was that easy, then I think that goes a long way.
Oh, absolutely. Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's a comfort zone scenario.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, it's a key point, because if these people are still using outdated registration modes, they're really not the early adopters in the market.
Right.
So making that barrier to entry really low and having reducing the fear, I think, is key. Yeah. Good point.
Have you also, for new customers, given them some sort of trial opportunity? Again, as you point out, they're probably not early adopters because they haven't already gone online. So sometimes reducing that barrier to entry for them might help them take the plunge.
Yeah. That's a great point, and it's important that the way CourseStorm works is just a transaction-based model, so there aren't any upfront costs, and they can get in and start using it. In fact, we're the only one of the registration systems that someone can go all the way through the process and start using CourseStorm without ever having to talk to anyone. They can actually do their entire process themselves.
Yeah, my question to you would be, what's your help desk scenario kind of thing? Is as a non-savvy user, that would be my first concern. It's like, how do I reach out, or who do I connect with, and how easy is it to get a hold of someone to solve? If I'm working late at night on a Thursday or something, can I get somebody to help me?
Yeah, that's a great point, and it's something that we solved pretty early, I will say. I ran a tech company before, and customer support and service was really important to that company. So we do have emergency support lines. They can get in touch with someone 24/7, and they can do self-help as well. So we have an online help site, and I think that's been key to our retention, which maintaining that base.
This is some great discussion. We've got to take a quick break, but more from CourseStorm when we come back. Stay with us.
Handmade carpets for Greenlight Maine have been provided by Mugalian Rugs, area rugs from around the world.
As a leader in Maine and New England in providing integrated accounting, consulting, and tax services to clients large and small, the team at MacPage has proven to provide innovative solutions to help us better meet our clients' needs. We enjoy the people we serve and care about the work we do. The success of our business is based upon our ability to develop quality relationships, one client at a time. MacPage. Accessible, approachable, accountable.
In 1972, Tom Moser committed his life's work to craft, and 4 decades later employs 70 fine craftsmen and women in our shop in Auburn, Maine. With showrooms and customers from coast to coast and numerous awards and accolades, Tom has firmly established himself as an entrepreneurial tour de force and has proven that a life doing what you love is indeed possible.
This year's winner of Greenlight Maine will win this handmade Thomas Moser beacon box and $100,000.
I'm George Gervais, Commissioner of the Maine Department of Economic and Community Development. At the department, we work tirelessly to improve Maine's competitiveness. If your business needs help navigating through red tape and regulations, or is looking to invest or expand, our team of Governor's account executives is a great resource. Government can't create jobs. It's our goal to become your partner, making Maine a better place to visit, study, and invest.
Welcome back to Greenlight Maine. We are having a mentoring round with one of our finalists, CourseStorm. And you were saying earlier your business has grown 5-fold since you were here last. Yeah. That's a good problem to have.
It is, and certainly, you know, our growth goals require us to really continue that pace. So I'm glad to be getting the help from the mentors and how we kind of level up again.
Right. So how do you keep that going?
So I think one thing that really comes to mind for me is you're looking at these hundreds of customers that you've gotten recently. You know, what are the trends? So are they in similar locations? Are they in similar fields? What's kind of the same about them so that you can really target even further?
Yeah, that's great. And I think we do have some geographic targeting where, you know, to the kind of earlier point where people are telling each other about it. So we see some sort of hot spots when we look geographically. But more importantly is looking at different market segments, I think, for us is going to be key for next year. So that's an excellent point.
Jesse talked about tracking your customer base too. Important because you're going to reach a point you might be saturated in one type of industry and you have wide open areas in others. And that's why it's really important probably to track it. And my other concern is, are you going to have any platform issues as you reach certain different levels of customers? You know, 1,000, you know, whatever, will you have to retool, will you have to reorganize?
Yeah, that's a good point. And I think with the technical staff that we have, the platform is pretty secure. Not that there's not work to be done on it, but you know, we've actually allocated some of our human resources from product into the sales and marketing because, again, that's our biggest challenge going into next year.
I think as you're looking at those trends and targeting specific customers, thinking about maybe tailoring your messages a little bit for each of those customer segments as well, because they might have slightly different pain points that you're trying to solve. And so really being able to effectively communicate why your solution is the best for them would be really important.
Yeah, I think that is key. And we're doing really generic messaging right now and common pain points, but I think you're right. We find when we get into healthcare education, they have different concerns around HIPAA and security of data, things like that. In the community colleges and tech schools, they have other concerns.
You get in a big law firm with a paralegal training, that would be specific messages. So
that's true.
Yeah, definitely a good reason to track, like you mentioned about tracking.
I think this is a great time to reveal who you folks are because you can see already what a great resource you've been to Brian. So
my name is Jessie Moriarty, and I'm the Vice President of Resource Development and Communications at the United Way of Eastern Maine. And I actually, many years ago, worked with Renee and have worked with a lot of entrepreneurs. So I'm happy to be here. And marketing's my passion. So I'm thrilled that that was kind of, we could help you in that area.
Yes, thank you.
Elise Baronis, I'm a director in the College of Business here at Husson, and I've had the honor of following Renee. I'm now the chair of the Bangor Region Chamber of Commerce. So this is very exciting because we talk off air about growth and helping people start, but it's also that nurturing after that stage that I'm really concerned with. And this is why it's so exciting to see the success and then try and help you get a little further.
Thank you.
And I'm Renee Kelly with the University of Maine in Orono, and I lead our efforts to support entrepreneurs and student innovators and also teach innovation courses that we offer all across the country and the world.
Wonderful. Great. Well, thank you for all your comments and help.
And I'm sure moving forward, if you wanted other resources to partner with, they would absolutely point you in the right direction. This is a team effort in place. So.
Great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thanks. Okay. So we are now in season 3 of Greenlight Maine, and this show is proving to be a tremendous platform for small businesses to showcase their companies and gain exposure around the state and beyond, to the point where some have received capital from investors along the way. Here's a look back at one of our previous contestants. Let's check out how they're doing now with Mardis Minute.
Mardis Minute's brought to you by the Maine Venture Fund and Maine Technology Institute.
Hi, I'm Marty Groman, here from Greenlight Maine at the manufacturing headquarters of Good to Go in Kittery with CEO Jennifer Sissom.
Hi, Marty. Welcome.
Thanks. I'm hungry. What do you got cooking?
Let's see. Today we are packaging up some Thai curry. Ooh. It's good stuff.
So Thai curry, that sounds wonderful. Give us an update. You were on the show a couple of years ago. You're actually on the first episode. You won. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What's happened with the business since then?
We've grown incredibly since that time 2 years ago. Every year we've grown about 150%. Last year we completed an equity raise, which allowed us to build a 3,500 square foot manufacturing and production facility on top of our little teeny Cape House. So we are able to go from the 10,000 meals a month 2 years ago to 5,000 a day.
So you're a world-renowned, trained professional chef, and we can put all of your expertise freeze-dried in a bag. So I could just cook that up at home for my wife and my family, and they would never know.
Absolutely. I would not share that for a minute. Yeah, just have that. Maybe, throw in some chicken or whatever. No one would be the wiser.
Hey, honey, I learned to cook.
Exactly.
All right. Thanks, Jennifer. This is great. We're so excited to see your growth since you've been on this show. We're so proud of you. Heck yeah.
Furniture for Greenlight Maine is provided by Thomas Mosier Furniture, handmade American furniture since 1972.
Are you trying to increase sales? At Dream Local Digital, we've been helping businesses using Facebook, Google, and other online tools for over 8 years. We're experts at helping small businesses because we work with them nationwide.
At Horch Roofing, we pride ourselves on doing quality roofs, not social media and direct marketing. That's why we hire the professionals at Dream Local.
We'd love to help you grow your business as well. Give us a call today.
Thomas College believes in innovation. From the Harold Alfond Institute for Business Innovation and our Center for Innovation in Education to 3-year undergraduate degrees and accelerated graduate programs in business, cybersecurity, and criminology, innovation is in our DNA. Money Magazine ranks Thomas 23rd in the nation for value, and our Guaranteed Job program backs that up. Thomas College, personal, practical, guaranteed.
Thomas College is a proud sponsor of Greenlight Maine.
Are you an entrepreneur? Do you have a new business or a great new product? Greenlight Maine is now accepting submissions for Season 4. Visit our website for more information.
You need a hand with that?
Nah, I got it.
5, 8.
So how many inputs are in the API vision?
48. Omni, not having to worry about reflections.
Set up compressors with these knobs. And then
Husson University, preparing you for life.
Broadcast facilities provided by NESCOM, the New England School of Communications at Husson University.
Welcome back to Greenlight Maine. We've had a great discussion with our finalist, Brian Rahill from CourseStorm, and our mentor panel, which is proving to be a great resource. I'm sure there's a lot going through your head right now, so what are you thinking?
Well, thinking about the comments from the mentors, I think the key for us is looking at that current base of customers. What are the commonalities? How did we attract them? What's the type of messaging that has proven to be successful? And segmenting those. And then further, using that base of customers to reach out to new customers. I think both of those points are really key, that we've got a great base, and how do we build on that?
Absolutely. Final thoughts?
Yeah, I think really meeting people where they are. I mean, you know that they're in paper. I think you're gonna need to be in paper too. So I think whether it's a direct mail piece once you've got those targets, or a phone call, I think it's going to go a long way for you.
Thank you.
And you've got a great product. You're succeeding. It's brand awareness now. When Husson went from college to university, that was our biggest challenge, was brand awareness, because you changed an existing one. You have a new brand. Now your challenge is, how do we expand our base with our awareness of what we do?
And then I think it's thinking about, how do you incentivize those current customers to spread the word to their colleagues and friends? And it doesn't just have to be money. Maybe there's an additional tool or an additional feature or other ways that you can get them on board with spreading the word about CourseStorm.
Yeah, that's great. That's an excellent point too, because I think these educators are probably not motivated by money, not so much. So other things that they could get would be helpful.
So what's next for you when you leave here? What's happening? I know it's like a loaded question.
Yeah. Lots to do. I think kind of putting some of this advice to work, and starting to really hone in on the different segments that we're attracting, and figure out a way to get to them more quickly. So, it's exciting times, and as we've said, kind of a good problem to have. But and I really appreciate all the advice from the mentors in helping us bring to that next level.
And you've got a couple hundred customers already.
Yeah.
So it's just working on that list and building it even further, and really getting out there and talking to people of just drumming up some good energy. Yep. And how do we just build on this even further? Because it's so easy for people to just go online and click, and you're good to go, really.
Right.
So it's just a great concept. So congratulations.
Thank you.
On making it to the finals, and we look forward to seeing your climb to the top, and hopefully we'll see you back here again. So good luck to you.
Great, thank you. I look forward to it.
So some excellent discussion. Thanks from all of us here at Greenlight Maine, and thank you at home. There are so many ways to get involved with the show, so visit us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and tell us what you think. And go to greenlightmaine.com for more information and resources for your business, or if you know somebody else who's in business. We will see you right back here next week on Greenlight Maine. Thanks for joining us. Have a great night.
Greenlight Maine has been brought to you by Husson University. You and Husson. A powerful combination, a smart investment. Greenlight Maine would not be possible without the support of all of our corporate sponsors. Thank you.
Greenlight Maine has been a paid-for presentation by the Portland Media Group.